is Amanda Ozard, and I am recording this yoga class from New York in the United States. And today we're going to be doing some hip opening flows. So grab your mat and let's get started. I'm going to have us start today laying on our backs. Just go ahead and find a comfortable spot. Bring the soles of your feet together and let the knees drop wide. You can take one hand to your belly and another hand to your heart. Start to connect with your breath. Take a deep inhale in. Fill all the way up and hold at the top. Slowly exhale out the nose. Letting go of anything that isn't going to serve you right now for your yoga practice. One more inhale. Fill all the way up. Slowly exhale. Just taking this moment to arrive on your mat. One last time. Take your biggest inhale. You've taken all day long. Fill all the way up. Hold at the top. And slowly exhale. See if you can constrict the back of your throat as you inhale through the nose and seal the lips. That should make an audible noise with your breath. And that's your Ujjayi breath. So that's going to create heat in your body, which helps with the stretching. A few more rounds of breath on your own. Feel the belly rise as you inhale and drop as you exhale. Slowly start to bring the knees together. Hug your knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Rock back and forth. Free back massage. If you want to make some circles. And then take your hands and grab them behind your right thigh as you send the left leg out long. Straighten the right leg, reaching your toes towards the ceiling. Gently pull the thigh in towards you. Continue to breathe. Now reach up on the leg, wherever is comfortable for you. Might be the back of the calf, or if you're a little more flexible, maybe you reach all the way up to the toes. But either way, just gently open up that leg, that right leg, to the right side. Keep the left hip planted on the mat. Breathe into it. Inhale, bring it back up. Switch the legs. Right leg goes down. Bring the left leg up. Clasp your fingers behind your left thigh and gently pull the left thigh in towards you. Keep the right leg nice and long. Come back to your breath. Inhale. Slow exhales. See if you can feel how the inhales stretch you a little deeper, wake up the body a little bit more, and as you exhale, relax. You can move your hands up higher on the leg if you want, and if it's okay with your body. And go ahead and send the left leg out to the left. You can use your hand to keep your right hip down if you need. I've got a small space here in New York, guys, so I gotta move around. And you don't want to force the leg down, just let gravity pull it as far as it's gonna go. And it's gently opening up the hips. Inhale, bring the leg back up, and both legs up to the middle, and exhale, cross your legs, and start to rock up and down along your spine. When you're ready, roll over into your child's pose. So walk the hips back to the heels, give yourself a little bit of room, so open your knees up and walk the hands to the front of the mat. Lower your chest and your forehead. And come back to your breath here. See if you can, every breath, take the fullest expansion of your inhales and your exhales. Just really go for the quality of the breath here. Inhale gently, walk yourself up to a tabletop. Bring the knees in so they're hips width distance apart. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Move through a few rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine. So you're sending the center of the spine towards the ceiling as you look towards your navel. Every inhale, drop the belly, look up. And exhale, round. Move through a few rounds. And if you want to take any other motion that feels good, if you want to snake the spine out, you can take it back to a child's pose, into a cobra, back to your tabletop. Just do whatever feels good for you. On your next inhale, send the hips up to the sky as you tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Step in if you need to. Really press the mat away with your hands. Spin the eyes of the elbow forward. Press the shoulders down away from the ears and send the tailbone high. Pedal out your feet. You can shake the head yes, shake it no. Just really want to spend this time to wake up the body, wake up the joints. Sometimes I bend my knees and hover 1 inch above the mat and then send my tailbone back to the sky. And then once you find your shape, settle in. See if you can deepen your inhales. Press through the hands, sending the chest towards the knee. If you start to get tired here, just kind of check out the shape. Maybe you need to press more into your hands, really root down through the balls of the feet, or send the tailbone higher. On your next inhale, gently step the right foot forward in between your hands. When you get there, drop the back knee for a low lunge. You can keep the toes tucked, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, place the top of the foot on the mat. Take a breath here, inhale, look up at the ceiling. As you exhale, straighten the front leg and hang, fold over the leg. Inhale, rebend. As you exhale, send the right hand up so we're twisting towards the bent leg. Look at the ceiling. Exhale, plant that hand back down. Tuck the toes, step back into your down dog. Inhale, step the left leg through. Drop the back knee, so we're in a low lunge. Same thing you did on the other side if you want to untuck the toes. Take an inhale, open the chest to the ceiling. Exhale, straighten the front knee and fold over the straight leg. Inhale, rebend. Take the left hand, send it towards the sky, twist towards your bent leg. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back to a downward dog. On your next inhale, reach the right leg up behind you. See if you can square the hips, so drop the right hip down. Keep your micro bend in the bottom leg, really straighten through the arms, and kick your toe up to the sky. So in this down dog split. Now bend the knee, and we're gonna make some circles with our hip. You can start small and go bigger, whatever feels good to you. Reverse the circles. Re-extend on your inhale. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Now make sure you have enough room in between your feet so you're nice and stable. Spin the back foot down to 45 degrees. So it's pointing towards the left corner of your mat. Inhale, keep the bend in the front knee, reach up. We'll take a minute in this pose to really settle in a little bit. So inhale, reach up and long. Keep that back leg nice and straight. And as you exhale, sink a little deeper. Really think of squaring your hips to the front of the mat. So that means gently twisting your left hip forward and your right hip back so that this plane is equal with this plane. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. On the next exhale, you can drop your hands to your hips, straighten the front leg. You might want to take just a little step in with the back foot, depending on where your stance is. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, fold over the front leg. Our hips are still nice and square. On your inhale, your spine lengthens. And as you exhale, fold a little deeper. Every inhale lengthens you. Every exhale folds deeper, keeping this leg straight. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, a fold. Scoot back just a little. Start to shift your weight into your front foot. Come up to the fingertips. And on the inhale, reach the back leg up so it's off the ground. You might want to use a block here, if you have it, to help with balance. And if you have the balance, I'm going to scoot back. Go ahead and start to take the hands into a prayer at your chest. So we're in a warrior 3. Take an inhale here. Imagine one long line of energy coming out the back heel. The back foot is flexed and out the crown of your head. So you're really reaching through the top and bottom and pressing into your palms. Exhale, plant the hands back down. Remove your prop. Place the foot back down. Step back. And we're gonna lower halfway down. Bend the elbows to 90 degrees. Inhale, slide forward. Exhale for up dog. Inhale, send the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. And take an inhale, lift the left leg up. Just really straighten the arms and as you reach the left foot to the sky. Bend that knee, make some circles on the left hand side. You can go one way and then the other. Inhale to re-extend. Exhale, step it through in between the hands. Make sure you've given yourself enough room, have a stable balance. And as you inhale, spin the back foot down to 45 degrees. Keep the front knee bent and reach up. Warrior one, other side. See if as you inhale, you can reach long and reach taller, and as you exhale, you can sink a little deeper. Start spinning the right hip forward, left hip back, so we're squaring off our hips. If you're struggling with the balance, widen your stance. One more inhale to reach long. Exhale, bring the hands down to your hips, straighten the front leg. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, fold over your bent leg. Over your straight leg, I'm sorry. Inhale to grow your spine. Exhale to fold deeper. Every inhale grows you taller. Every exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, put your fingertips down on the mat. Start to shift your weight forward. I'm gonna step back again so you can see. So we're gonna shift our weight forward. Once the weight is in the left foot, start to pick up the back foot for warrior three. You can keep your hands down, or if you need to use a block, place a block underneath you for balance. If you feel like you have the balance, go ahead and pick up the hands. Really think of sending the energy out the back foot, keeping the back foot flexed, and as you reach towards the crown of the head. Keeping square through the hips. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the back foot down. Come all the way down into a plank. Exhale to lower. Bend your elbows 90 degrees. Inhale, lift up for up dog. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Come on down to your knees. And take a moment in Virabhadrasana. So if you have a block, you can sit on a block. Otherwise, just sit on your heels. You can take some water if you need. Some water. Place your hands on your thighs, close your eyes. And take an inhale together. Inhale. Fill all the way up. Hold at the top. And slowly exhale. Move through a few more rounds of breath if you need to reconnect to your Ujjayi breath. See how loud you can make your breath. If you're sitting on a block, remove the block. Bring the legs out in front of you. Flex your toes towards your face. Rock off the fleshy part of your bum. Go this way now so you can see. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Think of the chest going down to the legs. Reach long as you inhale. And every exhale folds you a little bit deeper. If you do have a block, you can always have a block handy to support you in your fold if you're still working on flexibility or you have tight hamstrings. Otherwise, just let gravity take you down. Keep your toes flexed towards your face. As you inhale, slowly roll up. And we're gonna find a wide leg forward fold. So you don't wanna go like 100% because you wanna be able to fold here. So just open as wide as you feel comfortable with, like maybe like 80% of your flexibility. Inhale, look up to lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Keeping your toes flexed towards your face. We're going to do the same thing here. Every inhale grows you taller. Every exhale folds you deeper. See if you can really lengthen your inhales. Really stretch the fabric of your lungs. And the deeper we inhale, the more prana we're inhaling. Prana is the life force energy. So it helps us stay healthier, live longer, be more energized. And we get it, one of the ways that we can get it is through the breath. So deep inhales. Now slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll yourself back up. You need to scoop your underneath your knees to bring your legs together. Bring it together. Come on back to your mat. Find your downward dog. Hips to the sky. Inhale, your right leg goes up to the ceiling. Exhale, step it through in between your hands. This time we're going to keep the back heel lifted, so we're not going to spin it down. Keep the front knee bent. Inhale, reach up. Crescent warrior. If you're having trouble with balance, again, widen your stance. Keep the back leg straight and strong and really bend into the front knee. Tuck the tailbone underneath you as best as you can. Inhale to reach up and long. On your exhale, open up to warrior two. Spin this way so you can see me. So this time we are going to plant the back heel down so it's at 45 degrees again. Really sink into the front knee as much as you can. Take a look down at your feet. If you need to adjust where your foot is, you want heel to arch alignment. So that means your heel is making a straight line into the arch of your foot. Really reach long through both of your fingertips, like you're going to touch both walls if you're indoors. Think of your chest opening towards the ceiling and look forward towards your front fingertips. One more inhale to reach long, and as you exhale, sink deeper. I was reading today that the yoga posture, the asana postures are a container for an experience. So as much as we guide you, it's not so much what it looks like, but what it feels like for you and the experience it's creating. So maybe close your eyes if it helps. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Keep the arms the same. Take an exhale to hold. Inhale, reach forward as far as you can. And when you're there, tip over. So we're reaching the top arm towards the sky. If you have a block, you want to put your block here. That can help. You don't have to necessarily go down and touch the mat if it makes your butt stick out. So you want to stay like we're in between two walls. Inhale, reach. Think of your heart spinning towards the sky. Keep the quality of the breath. shift the hips so we're squaring off with the long edge of our mat. Take your front toes, point everything forward. So our sides of our feet are both pointing, or they're parallel to the short edges. Our toes are pointing forward. Hands on your hips. Inhale, open the chest towards the ceiling. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold. From here, the hands can stay on the hips, or if you want to reach for your toes, take your peace fingers and wrap them around your toes. I'm wearing socks, so it's kind of hard. I'm just going to grab my toes. Think of pulling your toes to bend you a little deeper. If you want to stretch a little deeper, take your hands. Take your hands and reach them back underneath you and start to crawl your hands back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come all the way up. You might want to shorten your stance a little bit. Now bend at the knees. Send the toes pointing out. So now our feet are parallel, so you can see with the long edge of the mat. You can keep your hands on your thighs for balance. Sink down as low as you can. And if you want, take your hands off for goddess pose. If you want to rock back and forth, find a little movement, or you can just stay. Think of pushing the knees towards the back of your mat and tucking the tailbone under. If you want to lift a heel, and lift another heel, you can do that. If you want to lift both heels, test your balance. Bring your hands to your heart. Straighten the left leg, Skandasana, to the right. So we have a straight left leg. My toes are flexed towards my face, and I'm dropping my tailbone down, using my elbow to press in against the right leg. Send your inhales into the hips. If it's feeling intense, you can always put your hands down for balance if you need it. Inhale, shift to the other side. Stay low. So now I'm bent in my left knee. My right foot is straight. My toes are pointing towards my face on the right, and my tailbone is pointing towards the floor. Inhale. See if you can keep the quality of your breath when the poses get difficult. Shift back to the center. Move back into your warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. Move through your flow. And we'll do it this way. Exhale. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees, lower halfway down. Inhale, chest up for upward dog. Exhale, send the hips to the sky. Downward dog. Inhale, the left leg goes up to the sky. Exhale, step it through in between your hands. Keep the back heel lifted. Make sure you have enough space in between your feet to hold your balance. Inhale, arms up. Crescent warrior. Really straighten through the back leg. Bend in the front. Inhale to reach up and long. Exhale, open up for warrior two. You can shift your feet so you have heel to arch alignment. Come back to your breath. Inhale to open your chest. Exhale, reach wide as you sink lower. Maybe try closing your eyes. And just basically go on how it feels instead of how it looks. If it feels okay in your body, sink a little lower. Reach longer. Open the chest. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Reach forward as long as you can, and then tip over, keeping the arms the same. Reach up with the top arm. Think of sending your chest towards the ceiling, so we have a little twist coming out of the center. Inhale, come back up. Put your hands to your hips, shift the feet so the toes are facing forward now. There you go. Inhale the chest up. Exhale, fold in between your legs. This time, take your hands and clasp them back behind you. Straighten the elbows, squeeze the palms together, and send the palms towards the front, I guess the front of the room. Exhale, drop the hands and reach for the outsides of the ankles. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, all the way up. Now bend into your knees. So we're in a squat. Take your toes and point them out. So we're in goddess pose. Sink a little deeper if you can as you send the tailbone towards the ground. If you want to take your hands off for balance, take your hands off. If you want to add some movement, you can add some movement. If you want to try to lift one heel, and then lift the other heel, and then, if you have your balance, lift both heels. Come back to your balance, take a deep inhale, sink a little lower if you can. Skandasana to the right. So I'm bending the right leg. My left leg is straight, my toes are pointed towards my face. Inhale. If you need to put your hands down for balance, that's fine too. Stay low. Inhale, send the hips to the other side. Bend it to the left. Straighten the right leg. Send your tailbone towards the mat. One more deep inhale. Push yourself up back into a warrior two, bending in the front knee. Cartwheel the hands, move through your flow. So exhale the lower, halfway down. Inhale, slide forward, chest up. Exhale, hips to the sky. Send your right leg up and long behind you. Bend the knee. Now take your shin and place it behind your wrists for a half pigeon. So here, if you have space between your thigh and the mat, you can take a sweatshirt and give yourself a little padding, or if you have a bigger space, you can put a block. And this is to keep the hips square and to keep you from dumping into that space, so you can get a nice level stretch. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, fold. Keep the toes on your right foot flexed to protect protect your knee and see if you can find a little bit of stillness in this pose. So the tendency here is to want to fidget or scratch that itch or readjust, because this is a very intense hip opener. I think the most magic happens when you let those urges pass, because they will, and that's a way to overcome the monkey mind and the part of us that wants to distract us from our peace. When you're ready, make your way to the other side. So if you want to tuck your toes, send your hips to the sky, move through down dog, or you can just shift off your hip and switch the legs out. So settle into the left side. If you need a block or a prop, it's going to be on your left hip now. Sometimes two sides of our bodies feel very different, so it might not be the same necessarily as the other side. Just really check in and assess and see what you need. And when it feels okay with your body, inhale your chest up, exhale, fold over the bent knee. See if you can let gravity just do its thing, and as you breathe, it'll pull you down a little bit deeper. Make sure you're still breathing. Imagine sending the breath right into your hips. And when you're ready, walk yourself back up. So you can lean onto your left hip and swing the right foot around. Bring your feet flat on the mat. And slowly lower all the way down. So from here, you can take your Shavasana. You can spread your arms and legs wide, or a reclined butterfly is a really nice way to finish up a hip opening practice. I want to say thank you for watching the video, and also I really hope you take a moment to thank yourself for doing yoga and for stretching out. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.